Hey everybody, welcome back to Super Thomas Bros. We are playing Oblivion, and in our last episode
we're playing Abduction, not Oblivion.
Fuck, I get those confused so much. I keep calling it Oblivion and it's Abduction. Sorry, we're playing Abduction. And there's this big thing here.
So I think that button turns at 1/8 of a turn.
Yeah.
So you need to hit it 4 times.
Yeah. Alright, so when I hit it, it turns that around like that.
Yep.
And you just kind of have to keep hitting it. So that was 1. This is 2.
Just a fair warning, my video is a little bit behind right now. The issues of remote Let's Playing, but just to let you know.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Alright, so that's the 4th one. And so now we could go back in here and warp.
Yep. So basically the idea was, if you remember from the end of the last episode when we went into this wooden area that was originally in Blue World, there was a pathway that went up through the axis of the stairs on this wooden platform to the left, but it was a dead end. But completely 180 degrees on the other side of the sphere was another one. So we turned the sphere 180 degrees around, and now hopefully, if I'm right,
here we are. We're on a
we have access up to that part, which means we can open up that door.
And this is in the last episode where we began. We came to this metal door. Oops, it kind of lagged there. And
I think that's like a loading area.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if I remember right, it was like a. So so now, hey, look at that.
Yep. And now you can go down. I think if you turn it. Shit, which way does it rotate? I can't remember.
It turns counterclockwise. So it would
from like looking down at it, you mean?
Yeah.
So you should turn it twice.
Yeah. All right, so I got to go back in here because we want to get this stairway, which is pointing this way, pointing that way to go in that passageway. And if it's 1/8 of a turn each button press, then we have to do 2 button presses.
Yep. It's like pizza slices.
Yep.
Pizza slices. This game really makes it think.
Yeah, there's another puzzle that comes up, and it's kind of like this, except way fucking harder.
Yeah.
And it takes a long time to solve it.
It's harder, but it's also like probably my least favorite part of this game. It's very tedious. It's a good puzzle, but it's like unnecessarily time consuming.
Yeah. But I think that's kind of because of the time consuming nature of it. That's what makes it difficult, because during that whole trek of it being time consuming, you have to remember, like, you get to a certain area, it's like, oh wait, what was I supposed to do? Like, how was I supposed to turn it? And stuff like that. If that makes sense.
It does. Oh, it does. I remember, like, when we figured this out, like, we figured out this whole puzzle here, like, way late. When we originally...
We saw it and we kind of jumped the gun, because we saw that when there was this big rock structure, we thought, oh, that fits perfectly in here, and the staircase in such a way is like pointing in a certain way, so like let's turn that stone sphere so that it fits properly in place. And then once we did, it's like, okay, we're done with that. But it turns out there's more to the puzzle, because we didn't even know about this passageway here, because it was completely obscured. It goes down, the entrance would be down here, and then the staircase in the rock part goes up there, but then also up there. So because it's like rock, you can't see this at all. And so we thought, oh, well, we're done with that puzzle forever. And it turns out, no.
Not even fucking close.
Yeah, so because of that took a long time to figure out, hey, we're missing something, and we're missing something pretty big here.
And this is something pretty big, from what you can tell. We've now reached Bugland.
Yeah, Bugville.
That was Stairway to Bugland right there.
Is this a Bug's Land? If I leave, is there going to be a big banner that just says bye?
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
God, fucking unlocking and opening doors in this game is like a shot of heroin.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm back up here now. And so before, when that passage would come up from here or whatever and then come over here, you would come to this locked door thinking, oh, well, at one point you'll get to the other side, right? But if you never turn this around, you'll never unlock this. So that was very frustrating. And that was the door that we got to, I think at the end of the last episode, that I couldn't unlock. And I was just kind of looking past it. Yeah. But yeah, so anyway,
now that you're in Bugland, what else is there further down that you can do?
There's the getting to the tree in this world.
Which you have to turn the power off to actually do, if I remember correctly. Because as you'll see here, there's like a spinning gear thing that's like blocking your way.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right, yeah. So, yeah, you actually have to turn the power off on the wind machine in order to get past that. But because we unlocked that door, it could be a lot easier to do that, to get through there. But there is also this, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
This little room here. There's just kind of... You can actually see it from... Well, never mind. But, yeah, so there's like this... What would be a seed holder, and then... Oh...
Yeah.
There's a fucking...
half of an alien.
Yeah, which is... It's probably a Mofang, because there's a red gun, and red technology belongs to the Mofang.
Yep.
And, hey, look, I weigh just above 160 pounds.
Cool, that's healthy.
Yeah.
But notice how the weight triggers.
Yeah.
So you could almost imagine this was some kind of improvised, like, trap, possibly, or remote switch for that thing based on weight.
Yeah, something. There's also this here. Take a picture of that.
Yeah, we might come back to that later.
Yeah. And then, I'll take a picture of this, but this is basically...
Yeah, is there something on the back?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Because I can't really turn it around. Alright, so that's kind of it for that room there. Again, we might come back to that big number and... Whatchamacallit?
Yeah. So that's pretty much all you can do here for right now.
Yeah, right now, yeah. So I'm going to go back here, back to the stairway. I think at this point now, I could put the stone thingamajig back. I think. Because that door's unlocked, so I can go there from the normal passageway. But in order to get to... There's no way for me to get back to the rest of the Blue World, so I have to travel here.
Yep.
But I'm almost certain that the stone thing is going to be in place. In fact...
And at the correct rotation.
Yeah, it's not going to be at the correct rotation. So in order to do that, I would have to go into Westworld like I'm doing right now, go back into Blue World, go to where the stone thing is, go in there, warp, and then from there I can turn it around, warp it back, and then I would have it in place.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea, because that got us into trouble last time.
Yeah.
I think it's better to just keep the wooden one here.
Yeah.
If there was a seed in the stone one, I would say sure, but there's not, so...
Alright, well, one thing that I can do, though, is go back into Blue World, but turn the electricity, or turn the wind machine off. And then from there,
you don't want to just rotate the thing right now and then go back into it the way you came.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what
I
I
guess
would do. I would just turn it twice, and I think you should be good.
Because I turned it 4 times before, then I turned it twice, so 2 more would be a full 8.
Yeah,
So.
and then you have access up into Bugland to the left because you unlocked that door. And then also you would have access to the elevator, which gets you down into the cave in the first place. Because you're going to have to move that elevator back up, because now it's stuck down there. Remember, I was mentioning you can't call it in that world.
Yeah.
Not in that world. Bug world.
Yay.
Yay.
Yes, all these machines are just like metal brackets that hold the seeds down, and then I guess they pull the seeds open, and then you could press a button and it warps you, but with the help of the seed. And there's different types of seeds, actually, that are discussed. But we might get back to that later.
Well, we already looked at the page for that.
Right.
Kind of. We didn't really go over it, but we looked at it.
Alright, so what I can do is go up the elevator here. This takes me to the wind machine room, which I'm kind of already in. I can turn the wind machine off, and then come back down the elevator, go to where the tree is, but because the wind machine's off, that gear thing won't be moving, and then go on from there. And, whoop, a little bit of lag there. Alright, so, I could either, like, I guess what I could do that's probably easier
I
is
would
just
unclamp the thing.
unclap, but I'd have to do all 4 of them. That's the
No,
problem.
unclamp the main
yeah.
thing in the middle.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Because otherwise I'd have to unclamp like those 4 things. So I think if I
this
just...
thing right here.
And then that kind of stops everything.
Yep.
The only problem, though, that I just now realized is that the elevator won't work. It won't take me down. So here, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn it on, but I'm gonna turn off all of the pistons except for the elevator.
Okay.
And then that way.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. So, and then we can see that this one here is the elevator one because that kind of connects up there to that. So. Disconnect all of them, and it's kind of it's like a pain in the ass to. Oh.
I mean, you just click on the thing right in the middle.
Yeah, but it's not. Oh, there it goes. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I don't like this thing.
I know, it's fucking weird.
I'm sure that I could trace the specific piston that's, that's causing that one gear to move. Fuck. But I don't want to.
God damn it.
What the fuck?
Fuck. Cyan.
Okay, so over here, and then not that one. Turn this one off. It's probably this piston. For some reason, I have a feeling that it's this particular one. But fuck.
But fuck.
Aha.
Hey. Okay.
Cool. Okay, so all of them are off except for the elevator. So hopefully that'll work. Unless the piston that's turned the elevator on also has that one gear moving.
We're gonna find out.
Yeah. Hey, bugs. Keep seeing these bugs. What's with these bugs?
There's lots of bugs. They're like flying lobsters.
Yeah, stop calling this Blue World. We've got to start calling this Bug World.
I'm gonna call it Bug World.
Bug's Life. Remember that city that Flick the Ant went to in A Bug's Life, and it was like in like it was like a big city, and then he meets the circus.
Yeah.
people. Yeah. It's kind of like that.
What was it called?
Bugtropolis. I don't know.
I don't think it was Bugtropolis.
I think it was called.
Shit! What the fuck? Did it even have a name, or was it just kind of like the city?
It might have been just like the city. It's kind of like Babe the Pig in the City, where like all the skyscrapers are like superimposed from other cities.
Yeah.
It's like all fucked up. Aha!
Or
it's
like,
on.
nice. What was that movie? Blindness or Blind or something like that. They specifically made the movie so that you couldn't tell like what city it's supposed to be. It's like kind of like an anonymous city almost.
Yeah.
You don't know. You've never seen that.
I never seen
it. You don't fucking know. So yeah, we're going down under the tree of Bug World.
Yeah.
And remember, if you recall, we went under the tree in Westworld. And turned on the water and saw the electricity was flowing and the water flooded the channels. So you're going to see something very interesting happen.
So now the power's creeping up.
Yep.
But check this out. This is where that pipe is that's coming from Westworld. But now I can just walk right through.
Look at that.
And
that's some crazy shit.
Yeah, so now I could walk back and forth between here and there, which kind of eliminates the need for needing just a seed to get between these two worlds. Now I can go through the tree roots, which is very convenient in certain ways. But at the same time, I'm probably going to turn the power back on in all the for all the pistons. So, I won't really be using this access as much, but, still, you'll see why it's important to connect those, because that's a big part of the game, is connecting those routes together, like I just did.
Yeah.
Turning the water on.
Not just in terms of like solving puzzles, but actually like the main plot of the game. Like if we talk to CW again, and you know I don't want to kind of waste time to do it, but if you go talk to him, he'll tell you have to go under the tree. He'll tell you to connect all the trees, basically.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of something that you have to do.
And then
but it's funny, like when we originally played this game, this was the last tree that we hooked up.
Yeah, because of that. The whole rock turning thing that it fucked us up and we didn't know how to get over here. Like we had no idea how to get through that door. And so that really fucked us up.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna warp back here because really I think that's the whole point of this area. If I recall correctly, I don't think there's really any need to go through that passage anymore of this whole area.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So really, it's not needed.
Yeah.
So I will warp back here. And then I guess the next step from there is to go into Jungle World and go through that door that I opened in the last episode.
Well, and turn the power back on, or clamp the pistons again.
Oh, yeah.
Because remember, those are still unclamped.
Yeah. But now that I think about it, do I?
Like, are you done with Blue World,
like,
you mean?
I might be done with Blue World, because it's hard to tell. Since that was the last thing that we did,
yeah.
There's almost no... I mean, I still obviously have to go back into Blue World, but until I need to clamp those things on, I can't really see...
All right, well, we'll put a pin in Bug World then.
Yeah. In Bugland.
Well, before we head back into Jungle World, though, we're going to have to say next time on Super Thomas Bros.
Okay. Well, next time on Super Thomas Bros, we will be heading into Jungle World. We'll be going through that door that's now open. And yeah.
You know what's really funny is that these worlds have names. I mean, Hunrath is easy for this one. And if you look at the notes, you can find very easily what the names of the other planets are. But We are doing what we would essentially do if we played this game when we were kids and not read and just kind of name shit whatever we wanted.
Yeah.
Kind of like how we would mispronounced like Saria in Ocarina of Time when it's supposed to be Saria or like Kokiri instead of Kokiri. Like, just kind of who cares, and you stick with it.
I think the weirdest one for that is we always called it Gerudo Valley, even though it's like something completely different.
Gerudo or something.
Yeah, like Gerudo. And like, but because we played that game when we were kids, you know, obviously we can't read that well, and we don't know pronunciations as much. So we would just kind of say what came to our heads when we saw that word, like, oh, it looks kind of like Gerudo, and then we just kind of called it that, like Gerudo or something. So like, to this day, we still call it like Gerudo Valley or Gerudo Fortress, which is like, I think that probably pisses off a bunch of people, but we're still gonna call it that. So next time when we play Master Quest, keep that in mind.
Yeah,
you would have surely seen this episode, you know,
definitely
months later when we play that, or how.
Thank you for watching that series in the future.
Yeah. So anyway,
we came back to the past to tell you thank you for what. All right, goodbye.
Yeah, bye. I'm just gonna stand in this jungle.
Fuck you.
Jeez. Fuck. No, don't tell people that. It's rude.
Don't ever talk to me.